Hi, this is Chuck Wiger. We're at the state capitol, and today we're going to visit with Anita Jader from Maplewood. She's the past president of the North St. Paul Maplewood Oakdale Rotary Club. Welcome.
Thank you. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is. So you're involved in a lot of different activities, I know, but for the Rotary, tell us first what it does.
Well, Rotary Club is an international organization that serves people locally and globally. And as far as you want to know what our Rotary Club is involved in? Okay, well, we were organized, I think, in 1979. And I had to make a list because I thought I could remember everything we do. We partner with Tartan High School students through their Uprising Club and our Young Generations team, and we're working on getting an organization or club going with North St. Paul High School. And that they do different things like Feed My Starving Children, and we support some activities that they do. Then we also distribute dictionaries to all the third graders in our school district, which ends up being close to 800, I think.
Wonderful.
And this year we gave out three $1,500 scholarships. They're 2-year scholarships, so it's a total of $3,000 for the person getting them. Mm-hmm. And we're going to add one more to that this next year. We recognize Students of the Year from the high schools in our area, and we send 2 students to Camp Bryla, which is a youth leadership camp for a weekend, and it's a great thing, great opportunity for young people to get an idea of teamwork and business and leadership in the community. And let's see what else. We teach junior achievement. We participate in a junior achievement thing.
Great.
Yeah, and let's see, financially, we support the North St. Paul Food Shelf, the YMCA. We pack food for Second Harvest, in which we team up with all those uprising groups too. And we deliver like 1,000 meals to Meals on Wheels through Meals on Wheels in our area. And we sponsor a Stars Banquet table at the Stars Banquet, recognizing like the top 10% high school students that graduate. And we support
622.
Correct,
Yeah,
District
North
622,
and
right?
Tartan.
Correct. And Mounds Park Academy
and
Hill Murray.
And Hill Murray.
Yeah. And
so any of the high schools
in that
within
district.
North St. Paul, Maplewood, Oakdale.
Correct. And then we contribute to the Century College Foundation, the Boy Scouts of America. And
that's quite a list.
It is a list. That's why I had to make it, because I knew I wouldn't remember all of it. And then globally, Rotary International is totally involved with eradicating polio in the whole world. Mm-hmm. And currently, there's only been 8 new cases this year, and it's just 3 countries involved. It's Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria, I believe. And they have to be polio-free for 2, I think, or 3 years before we can say it's totally eradicated. So we're this close. That's our thing. And we contribute to Nicaragua and Fast for Hope. That's an international thing that we do. Tanzania water wells. Sylvia's Children is one that we got involved with, which is in Uganda. And she is kind of like the grandmother. And she sponsors or takes care of like 100 and some, many of them are orphans, and and provides an education all the way through secondary school. And we've been joining her, teaming up with that, and sponsoring a child, And then the latest one that we're working on is hopefully to build a road in Timor-Leste, or Timor-Leste, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, but that's a country just north of Australia, kind of connected to the Indonesian islands. Okay. And they have to walk like an hour and a half just on a path for children to get to school one way. And so a lot of kids don't go to school because it's dangerous and very hard to navigate. And also, like if a woman is pregnant or somebody's sick, they'd have to walk that path to get to a clinic or something nearby. And for people to market any of their products or sell them, it's almost impossible to do. So we're hoping to help them build a road. We met a woman from there, or 2 women from there, when they were here for a global exchange that we had.
So you're actively involved in the community as well as the world.
Yeah, we try. We try.
That outreach.
Yeah, I think originally it started out to be kind of a networking thing in Chicago. But as far as I'm concerned, I didn't join for the networking. I've made a lot of wonderful friends, and it's more about service. I really enjoy the volunteering part.
Great.
Yeah.
And is it open for membership then?
Oh my gosh,
So
yes.
if somebody wants to join, what would they do?
Yes, please look us up either on Facebook, our North St. Paul Maplewood Oakdale Rotary Club, or it's NSPMO Rotary.org is the website. And you're welcome. We would love to have you join us for breakfast. We meet on Friday mornings
Okay.
at 7 a.m. at Keller Golf Course. So-
Each Friday?
Every Friday.
Okay.
So, but check sometimes like the 4th of July week, we might not meet. There's a couple things in there that we wouldn't meet, but yeah, we'd love to see
Okay.
you.
Great. And was there a particular project then that you would focus on? You can't do all of those yourself, but
No.
do members specialize in certain areas? Or?
Yes, we kind of volunteer for different areas that we really enjoy, but we all tend to team up together.
Yeah.
And like when I was president in 2016, 2017, my deal was, or my interest was our Rotary Park in North St. Paul. We have a retention pond that was just all invasive weeds and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so I partnered with the Ramsey Washington Metro Watershed District and got cost share so we could revegetate with native plants.
Good.
And so that was my little deal for when I was president. And this year, our current president's his personal thing was the polio eradication because
Yep.
he has a personal interest in it because his father was a polio survivor. So we can all kind of pick our own thing, but our group as a together does many things.
Great.
Yeah.
And so each year you prioritize your agenda and
Yes,
look at the
yes.
president overall has a
Yes.
mission and work around that.
And each committee, or I'd say team. We're trying to change it from committee to team.
Okay. And for the local awards, you mentioned the scholarships
Yes.
and all that, and you get to meet those students?
Yes,
or
now
some of
see,
you?
that would be the team that does the interviewing and going
Yeah.
through the scholarship applications and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then handing out dictionaries. In the
That's
schools
fun.
and-
That is
yeah.
so fun. And those kids, and sometimes we'll get kids that come back as seniors that might be a student of the year, say they still have their dictionary from 3rd grade. So it's really fun.
Okay. How did you hear about Rotary before
Well,
you joined?
My dad was a Rotarian at the St. Paul Club for many, many
And his
years.
name?
His John Syme,
Okay.
MH Sign Painting and Decorating, which is no longer in existence, but yeah. And my uncle in Detroit
But he
Lakes.
was a member?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for many years. So
Okay.
that's how I knew about Rotary. But that was also when only men were invited to be their members.
Well,
but
that's good that it was
yes,
changed.
I'm so glad it changed. Yeah,
Yeah. And where were you living when your dad was
St. Paul,
St. Paul?
on the east side.
Okay. And Dad instilled those great values.
Yeah.
And tell me about you live in Maplewood. And,
I live in Maplewood.
And viewers, I do know, and Anita as well. But you have been in Maplewood for how long?
30 years this year.
And by Coleman Lake, on
Yes,
Coleman Lake.
yes.
And why did you move to Maplewood?
It's just kind of where we're located is kind of a little hidden utopia. And I'm 2 miles from where I grew up, I guess. The acorn doesn't fall too far from the
Yeah.
tree.
Okay. And you went to school where?
I went to St. Paul Johnson High School.
Okay.
And so go Governors.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of migration from, the east side, and it becomes a greater east side, Maplewood and beyond, but meet a lot of people with East St. Paul roots
Yes.
as well, and some people even move back. And
Yes.
we've found some of that trend too, so good.
Yeah.
And you and your spouse have raised a family. Tell us about that.
Oh, we have 3 children. My husband's from Duluth, but he moved down here in 1980, I guess. And we got married. We met then, and we got married in '84. And we have 3 children that are grown.
Okay.
They went to North St. Paul High School.
Yes, in fact, I met all of them. But
Our daughters
you-
played
our
fast
daughters
pitch
played,
softball.
sports together, and I remember in softball. And your daughter, Lindsay, is an incredible fast pitcher, and
you.
really did a great job. And I coached with your spouse, and
Yes.
did a wonderful job in doing that. And that was many years ago. And now Lindsay is a doctor.
She's a doctor. She's just finishing her 2nd year in radiology residency in
Yes.
California.
Yeah, so the time flies.
I know.
And you're an entrepreneur as well. Tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Well, I have a photography business, and my studio is located in Stillwater. It's Anita Jader Photography. Not very creative in the name, but I save the creativity for the other side of the camera. That's what I tell people.
Mm-hmm. Is there a certain specialty area for the photographs?
Well, I think I started out in weddings, and then I didn't like that commitment for a year in advance or 2 years in advance. And with aging parents and stuff, I just didn't like to not know.
Okay.
So then I kind of segued to high school seniors, and I love that. That's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm doing a lot of corporate or business portraits,
Mm-hmm.
and that creative business portraits to help people with their branding and things like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that on a personal level and your involvement and leadership in the Rotary.
Thanks.
Again, for viewers that might want to learn more about the Rotary, there's a website they can go to, or maybe a phone number. But what concluding words would you like to share about the Rotary for North St. Paul, Maplewood, Oakdale?
Oh, come join us. We'd love to see you anytime. Thanks.
Great. Anita Jader, thank you for joining us.
So much. Thank you so
And,
much.
Viewers, check out the Rotary. I'm sure you could go to a meeting. Again, they're Friday at the Keller.
Yes, 7 a.m.
Golf course, 7 a.m. They could at least sample a meeting and
Absolutely.
see if it's right. I'm sure it is, and it's a wonderful cause. So check that out.
Thanks.